How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. What's happening? And welcome. Shout out to Anna Zet for the $10 cash app earlier, but we was off. I appreciate that right there. For real though. Hold on. I got something to say. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. How y'all living? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the nightly news show in the YouTube screen. Listen, we also streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv.com, the Willie Williams Show. I feel like something on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it off me, but I feel like something on me right now. Bam! What is these thumbs ups looking like? Let me see if they sending out. They might not be sending out the notifications, but I'm depending on you people. I am depending on you. I need your support. I'm depending on you. I am watching a video. Well, I'm watching like a little clip thing. Is living in a, what is that thing called? Where you in the storage? Is living in the storage the new hustle? Huh? Is living in the storage the new hustle? Oh, she flexible. Yeah. Is living in the storage the new way to save money and a new way to not be outside homeless? Can somebody explain it to me? Do y'all know anybody who is living in a storage? It's just a quick question. I need your support. I need your help. Say, how have you been? Oh, me? I have been just fine. That's what's up. You say, just to be close to you, girl. Ooh-wee, that's what's up. You say, please put those likes up. Say, it's free, y'all. It's free to support. To support the channel is really, really free. Y'all, I done messed up. I'm back here on Tubi. Oh, damn it, I say Tubi. On Temu. I'm back here on Temu. Listen, I be trying to press exit. I be trying to press the exit on Temu, but they make products look so good. I promise you. And it make me believe that I need the products. Although I do need the products, but you know what I'm saying? Like out of sight, out of mind. If it's out of sight, out of mind, then you don't spend your doggone money even though you be needing something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to click off. Like I can't. That's a drill. That's an impact wrench. That's an impact wrench that come with the sockets. They got an impact wrench that come with the impact sockets, y'all. Have it $45. Got to be more careful. You lying to me. Shout out to everybody who know about impact wrenches, impact drives, impact drills, and shit like that right there. The impact and the bits for $45. Oh my God. And that's local? That means I can get it quick. Jesus. I'm just throwing something out there. Sandy Springs, Atlanta, the ATL, Atlanta's in the house, Pastor, cause you my brother. Pastor, you my brother. Loving my new apartment. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Listen. Enjoy yourself. Sandy Springs is a upper echelon community. Yeah. Listen. As soon as you get a good little chance, either sit on your porch or sit on your patio with a cup of sweet tea. You know what I'm saying? And point some things out that need to be pointed out if it need to be pointed out there in these streets. You say, I am a Milwaukee man. I understand that right there. I don't think I have I don't think that I have a Milwaukee tool yet. I'm gonna have to get me one because it's some people who really talk real good about the Milwaukee tools. You know what I'm saying? I just don't deal with that snap-on shit. Listen, I am not about to overpay for no damn tools. Shout out to people with the snap-ons. Shout out to y'all with the snap-ons and the Matcos. No, we ain't, no. So you mean to tell me that your tool is $150? Harbor Freight got it for $37. I wish I would. You know what I'm saying? I am not that little name brands type person out here in these streets, but Milwaukee, I've heard really good things about them. Bam, give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done made it over 100 by 08 after the hour. That's what I'm talking about, man. Damn. That means that y'all want me to stop talking. Yeah. I am a Harbor Freight man. I am a Harbor Freight man to my soul. I promise you. I live on a budget. We don't overpay for nothing. Like I even be trying to tell y'all, I don't buy designer clothes, so I damn sure I ain't buying designer tools. Nope. If it gets the job done, it truly gets the job done. Non-name brands get the job done. But listen, do what y'all want to do. I really ain't tripping. If y'all want to spend y'all hard-earned money on expensive tools, keep doing y'all. Enjoy. Y'all, let's go ahead on and get into a few things out here. I saw a few things out here. Let me should I do this one? Because those right there, they go together. Those right there go together like a little couple. So we're going to let that one right there, and we're going to do this one right here. Got that. Bam. Okay, I think I got them lined up. Bam. We can talk about Little Mama. Got punched in the head. What is that about? That's too long. Hold on. I'm finna get my life together. Oh, 7 years. All right, bam. Okay, we got a little 21-year-old. We got a little a young man. We call him a young man out here in these doggone street. That's what 21-year-olds is called nowadays. Damn it. Shit, they got one for 37 right now. It's the whole setup. Yeah, I got to cut it off. Listen, y'all, please remember, go around to Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com is the biggest, it's the hugest, it's the largest candle company in the world. I got to speak it into fruition. We have multiple fragrances. Everything is Willie poured. Nothing is third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. And if you would like for your house to smell good, if you like for your area to smell good, please go around there. Run on around there to PleasantCandles.com. Pick yours up today. Remember, this is the winter season. Pipes freeze and stuff like that. And power can just go out at any given time because the lines and stuff like that can freeze. So you're going to need a candle. You're going to need some lights. I know that you want to depend on the light on your phone, but without power, you can't even charge your shit. So a candle burns without electricity. I'm trying to help. Y'all, let's go on and get into this right here. We going out here to Breaking Bond. So Breaking Bonds is in Houston. If I'm not mistaken here, we should know about now. There's many stores I do out of Houston. But we got a 21-year-old man who is free on a low bond, on low bonds for violent crimes. Ladies, want y'all to understand. Pay attention. Low bonds for violent crimes against women. Little buddy finally sentenced to 7 years. Boy, we got him. We say enough is enough. Here we go.
A 21-year-old man granted low bond.
Yeah, look, I locked that up too beautifully for you to give me a gambling commercial. Got to be more careful. Oh, man. But, okay, it is what it is. Hold on. Yeah. We done caught and released him enough.
Breaking bond. A 21-year-old man granted low bonds for violent charges he picked up while serving probation is now sentenced to 7 years in prison.
Fox 26's Randy Wallace joining us live from the courthouse with the latest in his ongoing series.
Yeah, Rossi, now a relative of one of Frank Giroge's victims isn't happy with the 7-year prison sentence, but he says he is glad that he can no longer terrorize women.
He's not happy with the 7-year sentence. Look at him. He just 21.
February of last year, 21-year-old Frank Giroge was sentenced to probation after pleading guilty to assault with intent to impede breathing.
And
assault with the intent to impede breathing. He got probation for that?
Family member was so frustrated because he had 7 additional charges while out on probation. 4 of them resulted in him getting a $100 bond.
Giroge was granted those extremely low bonds for violent crimes like kidnapping, aggravated assault, and sexual assault.
He got low bonds for kidnapping? Who is these people in the office? Hold up. $100 bond, tamper with witness case. He got a $100 bond for kidnapping. Sexual assault, $100. Assault fam household member with previous conviction, I think. $100 bond.
Bonds for violent crimes like kidnapping, aggravated assault, and sexual assault. At just 21, Giroge was already considered a career violent offender.
He did some very horrible things, some just things humans aren't supposed to do to each other, and he was a very sick person.
This man is related to one of Giroge's victims. We are not identifying him to protect her identity. There are other women that he terrorized as well.
Yes, there was a couple of others, and he's terrorized also a few of his family members also, so he's not any stranger to this.
So he ended up copping a plea for 4 felony convictions, and the other 4 were dismissed, basically lumped in to the others. So, he got a pretty good deal. There's no way to sugarcoat that.
What do you think of the 7-year prison sentence?
I don't think it was enough.
What do you think would have been a fair, just sentence for him?
For him to get the 99 years.
7 years means he'll be eligible for parole in a little over 3 years, probably 3.5 years.
I'll be the one right there protesting it.
So now y'all see how it happened? You get 7, but you be eligible halfway through.
I'm sure there's be some others there too.
Now, those familiar with Giroge and his crimes can rest easy, at least for 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4
Reporting
years.
live from the courthouse, Randy Wallace.
Y'all can breathe for at least the next 3 to 4. Y'all might want to relocate for Buddy go ahead on and get on out on you. If he slide out and you done let that little date, you do not let that date pop up on you and you done forgot that he might be getting out. Your ass in trouble. You better watch your back. I'm trying to tell you. Moving right along, I ain't gonna even much hold you. Going around here to Florida. We gonna stay in Florida. My state, stand your ground state, but your home state. Please don't run up. We in Fifth Our Life state. Yes, he's a true community menace. I feel sorry for his mother. Yeah. Now that I think about that line, think about that right there. Now that I think about that line from Into Society, the man say, I feel sorry for your mother. But his mother was a single mama. She made her own goddamn decisions. She raised old dog. I won't talk. I just thought about this right here. She raised old dog, but the man say that he feels sorry for the mother as if she raised a good child and he just went astray. We play too much. Moving right along. Miami Gardens, a father among 2 was killed in the baby shower. They shooting at the baby showers. Must not be somebody baby. Here we go.
Tonight we are learning more about one of the people killed in a shooting outside of an event hall where a baby shower.
Looking for the perfect gift to keep your child learning?
Damn it, stop trying to advertise gifts and stuff to keep us broke.
Tablet-based learning.
Shower was taking place. Another
Hold on,
people killed in a shooting outside of an event hall where a baby shower was taking place. Another person died as well and 2 others were hurt. Police are still looking for those responsible.
Sophia Hernandez is live in Hollywood where all of this happened. And Sophia, what have you learned so far?
Yeah, we know that 2 people have lost their lives. One of them was from Miami Gardens, and now his family is asking for support. A GoFundMe honoring the life of Octavius Jackson, one of the 2 lives lost early Sunday morning at JC Hall in Hollywood, Florida. Police say as hosts were cleaning up after a baby shower, a fight outside of the venue led to a shooting.
I was pretty shocked because Nothing like that has ever happened, but this was quite the mess.
The event manager stated roughly 80 people were here celebrating the shower and a 10-year anniversary. Posts from a Miami Carroll City 1998 reunion group sharing Octavius Jackson was a football player known as OJ and the Juice and became a father, friend, and working man. The group also sharing that another alumni who was also a father and friend to many lost his life. Police are still investigating what led up to the shooting and whether any of the baby shower attendees were injured or involved in the shooting. Police say they have identified persons of interest, but as of Monday night, no arrests have been made. But the event manager says that no guns are allowed on the premises and that moving forward, they're going to be hiring private security for events that go past midnight. They will also be considering not allowing alcohol on the premises. Live in Hollywood, Sophia Hernandez, NBC 6 News.
So ain't no alcohol on the premises. You mean no alcohol at a baby shower? We can't drink at the baby shower. We can't drink at the baby shower no more. People's not going to be holding events around there. Bitch, you mean to tell me I can't come around there drinking and sipping and own it to where I can talk some crap and say who shouldn't be having a baby? Like, God damn it, Christine, it's your 14th baby. You gonna have another baby shower. When should we, how many children should you be in, or at what? Let me think it through. How many kids should you have before you should not have another baby shower? What is the cutoff limit for baby showers? Okay, I get it. All right, this your first little baby. Finna have a little baby shower. All right. This your second little baby. We finna have a little baby shower. Should you have a baby shower on number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No, maybe sort of, kind of. Say 0. Say OJ couldn't run fast enough. Facts got caught out here, man. That mean, got caught out here with them peoples. Listen, there's one thing about that oil. There's one thing about that Earl. like shout out to our people out there in Baltimore and shit like that. They can't say oil. They say Earl. Say that, damn it, that Earl. But it's one thing about that right there. I be trying to tell people, if you're gonna get on that Earl, get on to that home. Get on that home. Do not be amongst the public on that Earl. Shit just might go left. I'm trying to tell you, may end up dead. You may walk in that bitch alive in a nice little outfit that you had done bought. You may walk out that bitch with your outfit bloody, and now you're gonna need a whole new suit and or a night dress. That's for you ladies who get killed in action. Moving right along, I ain't gonna even much hold you. Y'all out here dying. Y'all out here dying. What is this right here? Accident? Oh, so that's the same story. Got that right there. Damn it. I'm going to talk my little Ilion probably tomorrow. Oh, maybe tonight. I may do that right there tonight. All right, bam. Where we at? If y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. I really, really do need your support out here in these streets. We got a situation. We had a situation that I didn't even know had done happened, because people out here, they having lawsuits and stuff, and I didn't even know that people was out here getting hurt. I didn't know that the freedom of speech people was getting hurt. Freedom of speech, freedom to protest, all that fly stuff right there. Well, we got a beautiful baby out here who done hey, shout it. I don't know what to tell you. But we got a protester who messed around and then got shot in the eye with a rubber bullet. Yeah. And she has also been awarded $2 million though. I got a good question. Would you be mad if you got shot in your eye with a rubber bullet and you about to get $2 million? Would you line up to get shot in your eye for $2 million? You know what I'm saying? But this beautiful baby here in Florida done got shot by a cop. Yes, a rubber bullet from a police officer while protesting. Here we go.
In dollars. That's how much a woman.
Hold on, back it up.
Nearly $2 million. That's how much a woman won in a settlement with the city of Fort Lauderdale after.
Ooh, you look bad, baby.
She was shot in the face with a rubber bullet during a protest.
Tonight, city commissioners voted unanimously in favor of the settlement.
Kim Nguyen is alive tonight in Fort Lauderdale. And Kim, you spoke with the woman shortly after this vote. Tell us more.
Boy, our light-skinned girls out here, when they get hit like in the face, both their eyes swell up.
Yeah, well, I spoke with Latoya Ratliff, who says that she's gone through a lot of physical and emotional pain. She says that the last 4 years have been very long, and that she's glad to finally get justice.
Oh, it's been 4 years. Oh, okay. If you can see afterwards, yeah. Would you sign up if you get shot in the eye for $2 million, but you can see afterwards? Yeah. Let's go.
Relief. It was like this very, very huge weight has been lifted off of my shoulder.
Baby, you bounced back good after 4 years.
After 4.5 long years of waiting,
I can finally say, okay, this is done, and I got justice.
Latoya Ratliff says she can finally heal from one of the most painful chapters of her life. In May 2020, Ratliff was tear-gassed while protesting the murder of George Floyd when she was hit in the face by a Fort Lauderdale police officer's rubber bullet.
Oh, you out there with the George Floyd thing?
She suffered a broken eye socket, nerve damage, and had a 20-stitch gash on her forehead that left a scar.
Physically.
Listen, damn it, now was her jaw broke too? Look at her jaw right here. That was from one bullet?
That left a scar.
Physically, there's a part of me that will never be the same.
She says she's lost some of her vision permanently, not to mention the mental scars.
The emotional baggage is hard.
But on Tuesday night,
Commissioner Sorensen?
Yes.
Mayor Trentalles?
Yes, and that item is now approved tonight.
she got justice. Fort Lauderdale City Commissioners voted unanimously on a $1,975,000 settlement with Ratliff after she filed a civil lawsuit against the city in 2022. Ratliff's attorney called the decision a win-win.
Latoya was wounded grievously, doing nothing wrong. She was wounded at the hands of police officers who acted improperly.
But they say that she got wounded doing nothing wrong. Why did they start shooting then? Huh? Was they acting up out there? I'm just saying something. Because officers don't typically shoot at the protesters unless the protesters is throwing some things and they trying to back them up or something like that. Maybe they were telling her to back up and she didn't want to comply. I have no idea. But you can't say that they just out there just shooting for no reason. Come on now.
Police officers who acted improperly. It is right for her to stand up, to face the consequences and bring to the public attention that this conduct cannot be allowed in a civil society.
He is upset. Did y'all hear that? He made a good little speech. Oh, say it again, player.
Consequences and bring to the public attention that this conduct cannot be allowed in a civil society.
The detective who fired the shot was cleared of all wrongdoing in 2021. The next year, Ratliff filed a civil lawsuit against the city and several other officers who were there. In September,
she was bleeding. Wait a minute, that blood on the ground?
Ratliff filed a civil lawsuit against the city and several other officers.
Ooh, that blood. That baby leaking out there.
Officers who were there. In September, a judge ruled that the officers had qualified immunity and would not be held liable, but that the city could be. Fort Lauderdale,
we got qualified immunity, baby.
Mayor Dean Trantalis told reporters the city is ready to move forward.
We're just happy to be able to resolve the matter tonight and put it behind us.
He says he was sorry Ratliff was hurt, but was surprised when she decided to sue.
In conversations that I personally had with Ms. Ratliff, she said, look, I'm not here to sue the city or do damage. I just want to see changes take place in the police department.
Well, we find out she pulled a Joe Biden. That baby pulled a Joe on y'all ass. He said that she was surprised when she decided to sue the city. She said, no, I am not going to sue. I just want to see change. How did they pull a Joe Biden on your ass? Look. And what that baby did.
With Ms. Ratliff, she said, look, I'm not here to sue the city or do damage. I just want to see changes take place in the police department.
So people would not be mad at her for changing her mind, but they still mad at Joe for changing his mind. Got it.
All right, now Ratliff.
I ain't gonna sue y'all. I ain't gonna do nothing, which I can't see. I can't see and I'm bloody, but I ain't gonna do nothing to y'all. Y'all just please change stuff.
Responded to the mayor's comments, saying that she does want reform. She called the mayor's comments disheartening. For now, we're reporting live.
You mean I can sue and still won't change. Bitch, I'm finna sue. What you thought it was?
Fort Lauderdale, Kim Wynn, NBC6 News.
Nearly $2 million.
Here's, oh, so it hit a hit. Damn, she got hit here. Watch this. Pay attention. She got hit one time. This is a rubber bullet. She got hit here. Both of her eyes were swollen and her jaw was swollen. She got hit over the eye. This shit swelled up real fast, but the other eye swelled up and the jaw. Here's one thing that she would never do again. I could damn near promise you she would never do this right here again. Protest. And if she do protest, she gonna protest like the majority of us protest, and that's online. Do your thing, sister. Get the bag, baby. Look at this shit. This for getting shot up here. All this right here swole. Hold up, because they show us another one to where both her eyes black. Hold on. I'm trying to bring it to y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to bring it. Look. How did this side? This is just a question. I ain't trying to be hard. How did this side swell up? Y'all know I got something to say about that right there. Yeah. Rubber did that. Yeah. This side was swollen, which it makes sense because you got hit on that side of your face. This jaw is swollen. All right, you got hit on that side of the face. Why your eye swollen over here though? The damage travel. Yes, the damage travel. Now show me that other picture where I think she had her eyes closed, something like that right there. Well, I think that was about it right there. Yeah. How did? Now look, dog. You just can't throw pictures out there on me to where the first one. Hold on. That's the first one. Puffy. Well, not Diddy, but like her face puffy. You know what I'm saying? But how did it get to where this? The hell going on? But anyway, moving right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you. Listen, baby, don't go on out there no more. That never just say you shell shock. Go ahead on with your little, you being like a millionaire right now. Find your little player or something and get the hell on from around there. Don't go back outside. I don't give a damn who can't breathe out in the streets. You trying to fight for justice for the crackhead. That's what's up though. I guess it doesn't matter the essential drugs that you do. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong. Moving right along. What we have here. Damn it, that's too long, so I can't do that right there. Got that. Can't do that. Who is that? Bam. Oh, all right. It's 8:32. 8:32. If y'all just coming on in, we also streaming live on twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. Can I get some more support around here, y'all? We're not even over 300 people up in the building. That's because y'all not sharing, and we only got 171 thumbs up. Can we get some more thumbs ups? Can we get some more thumbs ups? Yay, no, maybe, sorta, kinda. Wish that I just could get some more. No, y'all don't feel like it? Alright, I don't feel like it either tonight. It just is what it is. Let's go ahead and run through this stuff. All right, we got a 3-year-old. We got a 3-year-old who dead. We got a 3-year-old who done got dead by mistake, and in my mind, on purpose. By mistake, on purpose. A 3-year-old done got shot in Central City by kinfolk. They by kinfolk. By kinfolk.
Police have a woman in custody after a 3-year-old dies in an accidental shooting.
Ton Trong spoke with the little boy's mother and joins us now with those details.
Lauren, Liz, New Orleans police say 47-year-old Tatisha Refuge turned herself in this afternoon. According to police, the 3-year-old victim and her mother were visiting Refuge's home in Central City when the boy found Refuge's loaded gun and shot himself. The boy's mother, as you can imagine, is in disbelief.
I just can't believe that it's real. I can't believe. I just feel like a dream. I just want to wake up from it right now. I just feel like I'm just waiting to wake up. I don't feel like it's real right now.
Following the Thanksgiving holiday, LeSean Ratliff says she drove into New Orleans from her home in Cypress, Texas, to pick up one of her sons. With her was Rudy Ratliff, her 3-year-old son.
He was a lovely kid. Like, he was so lovely. He couldn't sleep without me. Like, he could not sleep without me.
On Saturday night,
she got that New Orleans slang.
Ratliff says she, her boyfriend, and her sons were visiting 47-year-old Tatisha Refuge's home.
Tatisha visiting 47, so she came up when I came up. Look at Tatisha. Baby, is you from Florida? That baby got a mouth on her.
And her sons were visiting 47-year-old Tatisha Refuge's home in the 22.
That baby, I have a tattoo on her neck. I ain't saying people with tattoos on their necks is bad people. I just let it go on the point on that.
His home in the 2200 block of Willow Street in Central City. According to Ratliff, they were playing the card game Uno when she heard a gunshot and realized 3-year-old Rudy had been shot.
It was an accidental shooting. The gun fell off his grandparent hip. It wasn't loaded. It wasn't in the safe. It wasn't, in the handgun position. It wasn't in the safe. It just was in the pocket, I guess, and fell out and shot my son.
Rudy died.
So that means that the gun was loaded.
At the hospital. NOPD investigators say the 3-year-old shot himself after coming across an unsecured loaded gun that belongs to Refuge.
At this time, we've cleared the mother and the boyfriend of criminal negligence and have focused our investigation on Miss Refuge.
LeSean Ratliff says Refuge is like an adopted grandmother to her children. Ratliff says she believes the shooting was an accident, but Refuge had a responsibility to keep her gun in a safer place.
I know that it was a mistake, you know what I'm saying? I know that. I believe in my heart that it was a mistake, you know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. Just don't understand.
We reached out to New Orleans police to see if Tatisha Refuge will face any charges, and we'll update this story when we get that information.
Got to be more careful. By mistake on purpose, like I be out here saying. And again, this is probably one of them times or one of these situations to where maybe she had on like sweatpants, because a lot of y'all like to carry your guns while y'all be having on sweatpants. Y'all gotta stop having on sweatpants with your guns and your guns inside your little pockets of the sweatpants. Stop it.
A Cypress mother is grieving after a Thanksgiving trip to visit loved ones in New Orleans ended with her 3-year-old son dead. Rudy Ratliff was killed in what appears to have been an accidental shooting. His mother is sharing what happened with Amanda Henderson tonight. Amanda?
Well, that loved one they were visiting is now charged with negligent homicide in relation to Rudy's death, and his mother just tells me tonight she can't believe any of this happened. These pictures are all LeSean Ratliff has left of her son, Rudy Ratliff.
My life changed like that. My whole life changed like that.
Through tears, LeSean talks about losing her 3-year-old son this past weekend. The toddler dying from a gunshot wound while the Cyprus-based family was visiting a close family friend in New Orleans. Tatisha,
like she been about that life a long time, huh?
Huge.
She's like a stepmom to me, and she's like a grandparent to my kids.
She's like a stepmom. She's like a stepmom, so she would like your daddy. So she dated your daddy then, right?
LeSean, her boyfriend, and oldest son were playing a game of Uno in Refuge's home when they heard a pop.
I see Rudy, and then I see he has a hole right here, and I start seeing blood come out of the hole.
New Orleans police say the toddler found a gun in Refuge's home and accidentally shot himself. LeSean disagrees.
My son didn't kill himself. My son didn't find a gun. He had no idea a gun was in the house.
She says Refuge had the gun on her.
She told my mother that the gun fell off her hip and shot my son.
Refuge.
So she, who was like your stepmama, told your mama that she had the gun and the gun fell. So she cool with your mama too. The stepmama cool with your mama. Oh, okay, that's what's up.
She told my mother that the gun fell off her hip and shot my son.
Refuge turned herself into New Orleans police yesterday.
Okay.
She now faces a charge of negligent homicide.
Yeah.
Officials say there will be additional charges.
My son is dead. He's not coming back. And somebody needs to be held accountable.
LeSean says as they push for accountability, she hopes people will remember her son as the light he always was.
But she's saying that somebody need to be held accountable. But stepmama, she turned herself in though. which is a good thing, especially if she's saying that it was an accident. So she ain't running from the situation. You know what I'm saying? And if it really did fall, then it really was an accident. But damn it, that's still negligence. I wonder how much time that she's looking at, because in my mind, just with, and I ain't saying people with tattoos have like a criminal history. I'm not saying that right there, because people with tattoos on their necks can become presidents and stuff. We never know. But I do believe that she may have something like in her background. She may have like a background out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So she probably ain't supposed to have no gun. Maybe, sort of, kind of.
LaShawn says as they push for accountability, she hopes people will remember her son as the light he always was.
I ain't even think about that right there. The first thing that I thought about was her being a stepmama to her, by her daddy. I didn't even think about that. Shout out to Rashawn for the $1 cash app. Say that's her mom's girlfriend. I'm so glad you throw that out there. Oh, I was being biased. I am so sorry. Typically, I'll be right down the middle. I'm so sorry that I was just biased just then. That's how she was able to tell her mama. I say, ooh, your mama and your stepmama cool like that right there. It didn't even dawn on me that they in the whole relationship. This why she look. This why she screamed like, so this our stud sister. Is this our stud sister? Say the mama gay. Listen, is this our stud sister? Because she looked like she banging or had banged like back in the days or something like that right there. That's a nice little tattoo. Don't know what to say, but it looked nice. Just with like the colors and stuff like that right there. And a mouth full of goals, you know what I'm saying? This our stud sister. I thought like she was like a little librarian or something like that right there. Damn, I put it right on her daddy. And she probably don't even know her daddy. But, so she like your stepmama. Because of your mama.
Turned herself into New Orleans police yesterday. She now faces a charge of negligent homicide. Officials say there will be additional charges.
My son is dead. He's not coming back. And somebody needs to be held accountable.
LaShawn says as they push for accountability, she hopes people will remember her son as the light he always was.
You say she a trucker. He might be.
He was a beautiful soul. He was a beautiful, beautiful soul. He was such a happy baby.
LaShawn says that her and her family are going to remain in New Orleans until Rudy's funeral happens, but you can imagine there is just so much devastation for this family. So if you would like to help them, head over to our website where we have those details. Mia?
Planning a funeral for a 3-year-old. We can't even begin to imagine the difficulty of doing so. Amanda
Girl, don't do that and you do the news. Listen, this is how phony we are as human beings. For her just to say that line that she worked at the news station. Y'all do understand that this is not her first time reporting on a child who done got killed or a child who done died. How many of y'all believe that this is like her first rodeo? She said, I just cannot believe. Hold on, watch it.
Planning a funeral for a 3-year-old. We can't even begin to imagine the difficulty of doing so. Amanda
Don't do that, baby. You don't do that. Y'all done had children die and y'all done reported on it. I've reported on the shit that y'all done reported on. And they have been kids and people that had to do funerals and stuff. They had to plan for funerals. We cannot even begin to imagine. Imagine if I said something like that right now. Would y'all believe that? Would y'all believe that I can't even imagine you having to plan for a funeral for a 3-year-old? Me. The newsman. Me. That's why I say, listen, we live based on the lie so much. I don't even think that we be understanding that we just be lying. It has become so common to lie. And I'm guessing to make people feel good. It's so common for us to do it that we just look at it as it's being correct when we saying it.
Mia. Planning a funeral for a 3-year-old. We can't even begin to imagine the difficulty of doing so. Amanda Henderson tonight with a very tough story.
I don't like that. That was your line right there, baby. Now, it was probably on your little thermostat. I say, damn it, a thermostat. It was probably on like your teleprompter thing to say that right there if you was looking at a teleprompter. Baby, you shouldn't have repeated that. You shouldn't have repeated that right there. That was just not right. Hold on, because they spoke as if they got to go fund me. Let me see. Let me see. They say that they're gonna stay on around there until the baby get buried or something. Yep, we got one. It never fails. Never fails. And he was a 3-year-old. That's all? That's all y'all were trying to get? If y'all would like to support LaShawn's family after a tragic loss, they only asked for 5 stacks. They got 75.16. They asked for $5,000. You can get a loan for $5,000. You ain't even got to go to GoFundMe. But GoFundMe is free to you, I'm guessing. 5,000. So she's not greedy. This is not greedy at all. Hi, my name is LaShawn Ratliff. I am a single parent of 2 young boys. My youngest son, who was only 3 years old, was killed due to gun violence while visiting family in New Orleans. We currently reside in Houston, Texas, and at this time of need, I am asking for any kind donations that would help me give my son the proper burial at the moment. Give my son a proper burial. Y'all, with these words, he said, thank you in advance for all your prayers and praying and kind donations. Continue to pray for me and my family. The words, at this time of need, I am asking for any kind donations that would help me give my son the proper burial. Do y'all know there's no shame in us? We don't really be feeling bad when we can't bury our children. We don't even think. Well, maybe some people do feel bad, but I don't think us as a whole feel bad when we cannot financially pay the cost to be the boss to bury our children. You can't afford to bury your child. And then you got more than one child. Shout it. I ain't just talking about you. I'm talking about everybody who I do the goddamn videos on who have a GoFundMe to bury their children. Not just you. You're not the only one, baby. Oh, trust and believe in me. You ain't been watching me long enough. But I'm trying to tell you something. When I tell y'all that we be failures, not just you, baby. We be failures out here in these streets. I know. I ain't no failure. I feed my children. I send my children to school. I got a roof over my children's head. And we still failures. Just because your children make it to adulthood, it don't mean that you wasn't a failure. Just because your child is not starving doesn't mean that you not a failure. I would say that the majority of single mothers is failures. Just according to the fact that the majority of single mothers need assistance. That automatically makes you a failure. Yeah. I know. Well, I ain't no goddamn failure. What you talk to? Your mama. That's how y'all gonna talk to me. If you need assistance, you is a failure. But that's just in my opinion. Yeah. Just saying something. Get your children some life insurance. It's nothing. This child was 3 years old. Do y'all even understand how much insurance cost when that child was born? $1. $1. Hell, since it's inflation, maybe $1.50. You paid that shit up for the year. What, $12, $13, $15 if you add like the 50 cents to 12, 50 times 12, so 50 is 24, so it's half of that right there. So that's another damn it, six, so $18 a year. $18 a year. You could have, I think it was $50,000 a child. $18 a year. Y'all hoes failures. Yeah, I call you hoes too. You hoes failures. And let me talk to you daddies. I know we can't all the time be a daddy, but damn it, we can all get some life insurance on the children that they would not allow us to be in the child's life. I know that's sad. Willie, so you're using the children to come up. Hell yeah. I don't understand the problem. Huh? I don't understand the problem. See, because y'all be thinking emotional. I be thinking realistically. Because by the time your child died, you in debt. You be owing people and stuff like that right there. That child can help you. He said, well, I got a $50,000 policy. I got $50,000 on my policy. No worry. He said, y'all name ain't on mine. That's what's up. Bam. He said, Willie, get out your bag. He said, you digging deep. He said, them hoes ain't gonna like. I'm so sorry. I do apologize to all you hoes. Listen. Listen. I respect hoes. Do you? I feel like you should be living the life that you really want to live. But we be failures out here. Yes, life insurance is pennies on the dollar. But we be stunned though. Oh, we can take trips. We can take vacations. We can take holiday vacations. And ladies, I want y'all to understand, he's 3 years old. So even at 3 years old, if she would have got the insurance while he was 3 years old, the insurance would have probably been what? Like, I would even say like $40 for the year. Something like that right there, right? 18, 24, something like that right there. It's probably like $27 a year for the insurance. You taking all that meat. I want y'all to understand how we don't prioritize. Y'all be taking all that meat, be getting peed in. Y'all be destroying y'all monkeys taking all that meat. Where your monkeys like this right here, and you can't get your $24, $48, $52 to put insurance on your little baby, the one that you love so much. Yeah, I'm trying to say it to try to make it hurt. This is sad. But if y'all would like to help out this family right here, please go to GoFundMe.com. Support LaShawn's family after the tragic loss of this 3-year-old boy who did not have to die. Or maybe he did have to die. I'm not saying that to be harsh. You know we got to say that to grown people. I'm not saying that to be harsh, but because y'all don't think outside the goddamn box. It could have been he was supposed to die. He was supposed to leave Earth. Huh? How many of y'all think that when we leave Earth that we not supposed to leave Earth? That's just a question. How many of y'all think that we not supposed to leave Earth when we leave Earth? I know you don't want to think about it when it's your child and all that stuff. But Willie, what if it was your baby? Your baby had done died. Well, my baby would have just been dead. I'd have cried and all that stuff. I'd have cried every time I talked about my baby. Not like y'all do. Y'all get on national TV and don't be crying and shit. Y'all baby just died 22 minutes ago. I don't understand you, but you got the listen. You have the right to cry and the right not to cry. Say, Willie, look at that boy. Clothes, gold chains and all. Hold on. Let me put it back up. Young player out there fly. All of this shit is more than $18. And because when they young, when our children be young, we keep our children fresh. Damn, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Outfit. Listen, they be having some nice little cute little outfits, and it's like you go inside the store and you be like, shit, I got to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it be like cheap. It be like $18. It'd be that same insurance payment. You be like, damn, boy, I just can't let this shit right here slide. Boy, look at that right there. I got shoes to match that right there for that. Damn it. So we just going on to get it. So technically, we be wearing our insurance. Our kids be wearing their insurance payment. I bet every day your children go to like daycare and or go to school, that their outfit, their full outfit, costs more than their monthly insurance payment. Yeah, we don't look at it like that. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but I'm trying to hurt somebody's feelings. Sure enough is. Bam. Let's go back to Houston real quick. I think it's Houston. Yeah. Yeah, we got to go back to Houston. Fox 26 News. Fox 26 News got something. If y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on twitch.tv.com. Let me see what my boy, these numbers down bad. So listen, I'm not finna stay here all night. I'm not finna stay here all night. I can't do it. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'm just looking at. Let me refresh. I got 216 with the thumbs up. No. Right. Like F your feelings. What are we talking about? Yes, they be having on Jordans and everything. The Jordans cost more than the monthly payment for life insurance. Yeah. Again, so you may be offended, but do you got insurance on your children? Hell, do you have insurance on you if you is the caretaker? If you is the sole provider for your goddamn children? If you want somebody to take care of your children after you die and be happy about taking care of your children after you die, get some life insurance. If you want somebody to take care of your children and damn near mistreat your children, don't get no life insurance. Them people gonna be mad as hell that they gotta spend their hard-earned money and share spaces with your kids and all that fly shit, and they might not be listeners. You know what I'm saying? They might not be ones who comply. You can't go to sleep because you don't know this little motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Your child might want a VR headset and you ain't in a position to buy it, but you better watch your back. Because you remember the last 10-year-old that knocked his mama off because she didn't get him one. You know what I'm saying? You put all that pressure on. See, now, if you got the life insurance and the check done fell through and now they want like a VR headset, hell, you can buy them two of them. And keep your life. Just saying. Moving right along. I ain't going to even much hold you. And so we got new details. We got new details on inmates. Inmates released for being gravely ill. So they done release some inmates who was gravely ill, but now the inmates is missing. So y'all release inmates who was ill. Release them. Let them go home, I guess. And now y'all looking for them?
Only on Fox Report, we told you the state's prison system has no...
I didn't want nothing to do with my life no more. Oh, she smoked them. Oh, she smoked them right there. A solution, smile. Oh, yeah. She probably smoked Latifah.
Only on Fox Report, we told you the state's prison system has no idea where 5 inmates are after releasing them for being gravely ill.
And you won't believe what the Texas Department of Criminal Justice is keeping from us now.
Why would y'all be looking for them, though?
26's Randy Wallace joining us live from downtown with this exclusive report. Randy.
Yeah, Rossi. Now, TDCJ admits they have no idea if the 5 inmates are dead or alive or where they are, but they won't release their names. They're protecting their identities, citing HIPAA laws. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice sometimes releases terminally ill inmates under what's called medically recommended intense supervision.
So ill, close to death, or required some sort of, health care, 24-hour, whether it be hospice, assisted living.
The supervision must not be too intense because TDCJ admits it doesn't know the whereabouts of 5 inmates released for medical reasons.
So if y'all release it for medical reasons, so y'all supposed to keep them like on the tether or something? Or y'all were just going to release them and just let them live their best life because they need like some hospice care or something like that?
Question is, we know these 5. The bigger question is, how many more are there?
After discovering these 5, we filed an open records request asking for the inmates' names, counties of convictions, and mugshots. TDCJ confirmed the 5 are wanted, but will not release their names, citing HIPAA laws.
Guess what? Game over. Your medical parole is over and done with. You are a wanted fugitive, just like thousands of others who are on parole and have basically gone missing.
Here's all TDCJ would tell us about the medically released inmates who are now wanted. One is a 53-year-old Hispanic male convicted in Bexar County who absconded September 9th, 2022. A 60-year-old black male convicted in Bowie County. He absconded September 30th, 2021. A 46-year-old white male convicted in Johnson County absconded July 19th of last year. And a 43-year-old black male convicted in Harris County who absconded July 5th, 2022.
How are you going to know they're wanted if we don't know who they are and you don't provide a mugshot? This makes no sense.
Now, we can expect some lawmakers to ask more questions about the prison's medically recommended intense supervision program and how something like this could even happen. Reporting live from downtown.
Shout out to Skull Nation for the $2 super chat to say Claude and Ray finally escaped. They out of there, man. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back, man. We finna go ahead and get on up out of here. We finna go around here to Rumble. We going around here to Rumble. Rumble starts at 9 o'clock. I'm running behind. Players. Prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. Says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I'm here to help. Y'all have a good one. If y'all want to come around and see the second half of the show, please come on around. I'm out of here, man.